and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to do a video on my pin collection, which I have accumulated since our trip last year in August. Just a little bit of backstory. Last year, before we went to Disney, I was saying to Sean, I was saying to myself, I'm not going to collect pins, I'm not going to trade pins because I'm a hoarder and it's a slippery slope and I'm going to end up with no money. The closer and closer it got to our trip in August, I thought, oh, I really want to collect pins. And then before I knew it, I'd gone onto eBay from a genuine seller. Please remember, I just said genuine seller on eBay. I bought a starter pack of pins. They arrived, and from then on I'm addicted. When we went to Disney, I could not stop with the trading of pins. It's so much fun. And so if you are contemplating pin trading and you want to do it, just do it. It is great fun. Also, it's a really good way to interact with cast members, just have a chat with them. So it's just a nice way to have a chat with people, get to know people. And yeah, so without further ado, let me get into my pin collection. Oh, and just quickly as a side note, I traded most of my pins. I did buy some pins from the Disney stores, so where I can, I will tell you the prices. Right, here we go. So firstly, I'll start with a pin that's not Disney related. Just to get out of the way, it's the Universal Studios pin. We stayed in Cabana Bay when we went to Universal Studios, and I wanted a Cabana Bay pin, but I couldn't find one, so I got Universal Studios one, and which was $8.95 before tax. Everything is before tax. So yeah, which is a nice little world and with the words on the front. Maybe next time we go back to Disney, I'll have a look for a Cabana Bay pin, but for the time being, this will suffice. The next pin is the Contemporary Resort pin. That's where we stayed last year, which was silver. If you didn't know, in Disney, they do a lot of their pricing through colours. And so a colour will be a price, and so it's a bit of a nightmare trying to figure out what's what. Silver is $8.95. So yeah, a contemporary one. The next pin is this one, which we saw towards the end of our trip, which we thought we needed to get one which was Walt Disney themed, obviously for obvious reasons. So this is a copper Disney pin with the Californian castle, which I believe is Sleeping Beauty, but then you open it up and ta-da! This is a picture of Walt Disney himself, and it has a quote which says, "It's kind of fun to do the impossible," and his signature there, which is quite a nice pin. Obviously, it's just something to commemorate good old Walter. And this was yellow, which is $11.95. Okay, so the rest of the pins I bought were bought or traded. I knew that I wanted to get Up related pins because Up is one of my favourite Disney Pixar films, just for whatever reasons. I love Up and I love everything it stands for. So I knew Up would be definitely something I would be collecting. The other pins, it was more a case of, I like that, I'm going to get it. And then when you start trading, you realise there are collections and you want to sort of buy into the collection, and that's where it gets dangerous, because I thought, oh, I'll only want this sort of pin and this sort of pin. Then I go, oh, but I've got 2 dwarfs, maybe I want all 7. Oh, I've got 2, it's a downward spiral, but it's a lot of fun. So the other pins I bought, which I liked, me and Sean both liked, firstly is this Slinky Dog toy, and he is a little springy there, and he's just really cool. It's just an unusual one. He's blue, so he is $9.95. And then Gus and Jack from Cinderella. I absolutely adore Gus. I think he is great. I used to have a hamster called Gus, so when I saw these guys, I thought I have to get them. They did get a bit water damaged in my park bag, so sorry for the bad packaging, but so these 2 best pals, they were $13.95. Obviously, because it's 2 pins, you pay a little bit more. But I love Gus. And then onto my Up pins, I have Carl and Ellie when they were children. And again, this was $13.95. I love these because they're also a bit like bottle caps, the way they're, the shape of them. And then probably my favourite pin of all is the Up house. This was $11.95, and it's so cool because obviously it's 3D. It's got the beads which represent the balloons, The house is so well done. It's just great. I love this pin so much. Last pin I believe that I bought, I think, I'm not sure. We don't have the packaging for it anymore because I took it off. And we bought this pretty much the first day we got there. It is, of course, the grape soda pin. It's so cool. Grape soda pin. It's so cool. I love this. Okay, so the rest of the pins are the ones I traded. I forgot to buy a pin book. I don't know what they're called, the cases. They have them all over Disney parks. I believe they're about $25. I might be lying, but I forgot to buy one. I knew I was going to buy one, and then before I knew it, I'd come home and forgotten. So all my pins are currently on a lanyard, which is not ideal, but it will do for the time being. Okay, so I'm just going to show you the collections I have, but I'll just start with the Up and Gus, Gus and Jack collection quickly, as I've only got 3 of those. So firstly, I have another Gus and Jack pin, which is just the 2 of them chilling out. And then I have 2 more Up pins. One of them I don't really like that much, but because it's Up, I'm going to keep it. Firstly, I have Doug. There he is, look at him. Good afternoon. No. Squirrel is more him, you know what I'm saying? Hidden Mickey pin, 5 of 5, so there's 5 of them. I've only got the one, so I need to get the rest of them. So yeah, there's Doug. And then I have this one, which is Russell, which is 17 of 20, but I don't think it's 20 Up ones. It's probably just in the little sheriff pin, sheriff badge. But you can't really see Russell that well. He's sort of, you know, it's all one colour. He's embossed into it. It's not my favourite pin, but like I said, because it's Up, I'm going to keep it because he is part of my collection, of course. So my next collection, I'm just going to show you the random pins. Ones when I traded them, I thought, oh wow, they're cool, or that has some sort of sentimental value to us, me, whatever. So these are the ones that I got randomly and I thought, I'm keeping you. Firstly are these 2 pins, which I think are absolutely hideous. I really don't like them at all, but the only reason I'm keeping them is obviously because they are our star signs. So we have Libra, which is Goofy, sitting on scales, which is myself, I am a Libra. And then we have Capricorn, which is Philocleides. Oh, Philocleides from Hercules is Capricorn, which is Sean's star sign. So yeah, like I said, they're both really ugly. I mean, they're just not my cup of tea at all. But because they're our star signs, and you know, why not? It's quite cool. I stumbled across them, it seemed convenient. So they are now mine forever. Another random one, which is really random. I don't know why I have this, but for some reason, I have a bit of a soft spot for Figment, which is Figment's face inside what I believe is Spaceship Earth. I really like the pin. I think Figment himself as a character is really interesting. Of course, this pin is a must. I could never trade this dude. It is original Mickey Mouse, but in black and white form. I'm looking for Minnie. I haven't found her yet, but yes, this is Mr. Mickey Mouse, keeping him for obvious reasons. Another really random pin, not sure why I have a soft spot for this pin. Maybe next time we go back, my collection may grow, but this is Genie from Aladdin. I love Genie the character, I love Robin Williams. He's just great, Sean loves him too. And so yeah, this is him with his applause sign up and his little lamp there. It's so sweet. I think next time I go back though, I think I'll be looking out for Genie pins. I don't think this is going to be the only one we have. I can see the collection growing. A Chip and Dale pin, just because why not? I quite like these guys. They're fun-loving characters, and it's them with the Mickey hat, just the 2 of them chilling out. I like this pin. I'm not going to trade it. It's just going to be part of the collection. Again, you never know, it might expand, but for now, these just the one. Similar to the star sign pins. Not my favourite, but keeping it for obvious reasons, is the 2016 pin with Rapunzel on it. Rapunzel is not my favourite princess. She's a good character, but she's not my favourite. But yeah, I stumbled across this whilst I was trading and thought, well, I'm going to keep it for obvious reasons. We're here in 2016. So yeah, I'm keeping that one. It's quite a nice pin. I would rather Jasmine or Ariel though, but so well. Of course, I'm going to have the Yeti from the Everest ride. I love the Yeti, he's so cute. I really wanted to buy the big plush Yeti, but Sean wouldn't let me because he said it was a waste of money. So I did buy the smaller version, but yeah, I love the Everest ride. I love the Yeti, he's so cute in plush form. On the ride, he's not so cute, but he's so sweet. And then a really random pin, which somehow, I don't know how I came across this pin trading. It's just a really random one to come across, but it's the Disney trading pin logo. I thought, well, I better keep that then, mustn't I? So yeah, that is my collection of random Disney pins, and now we'll go into the collections within the collections. This is where it gets dangerous in Disney. Like I say, when you're trading, you'll come across one pin and realise that there's a series of them, and before you know it, you've started collecting them. So, for example, this is, again, a random collection. Don't know why I've started collecting them, but when you end up with more than one, you realise I've got to get them all. They are little notepads with sketches on of characters. I have 3 of these pins. One with Simba, one with Lightning McQueen, and one with the truck whose name I can't remember from Cars. But I have all 3 of these. I believe there's more. 3 of 5. So I've got 4 of 5, 3 of 5, and 1 of 5. So there's 2 more of these pins I need to get to complete the collection. And I'm going to complete the collection somehow, somewhere. But yeah, I love these 3. They're great. Another pin collection, which I didn't think that I would ever start collecting, is silhouettes of mostly the 100 Acre Wood Winnie the Pooh characters. Again, I'm not that interested in Winnie the Pooh as a character. I enjoy his film, I enjoy the theory, I like the quotes from Winnie the Pooh, but in general I'm not that fussed. So I've completed the whole collection just by trading of the Winnie the Pooh characters. So I've got Pooh, Kangaroo, Piglet, Eeyore, Tigger, Rabbit, and Owl. And they are all the silhouettes of them. Like I said, I'm not that fussed about Winnie the Pooh, but I've ended up with the whole collection of the characters' silhouettes because I think they're great. I love them. Oddly enough though, me and Sean didn't get our silhouettes done when we went to Disney, and it was something I said I wanted to do. Somehow we managed to skip that. But there is always next time. And then the next part of that collection are the Fab 5, but in this case there's only 4 pins. So I have Pluto and Mickey of the silhouette. So there are 2 more I need to get. Not sure who they are. I believe one might be Goofy. I'm not sure though. So yes, 2 more pins to collect to complete this collection. And I have 3 more collections left to show you. The next one is villains. And to be honest with you, actually, when I first saw the villains, I thought I could collect them. I do really enjoy Disney villains. So I have Ursula, Scar, and Cruella de Vil. And there are, it doesn't say how many of these there are, but I'm sure there are more. I think I had seen a Maleficent one when I was out there, but I didn't collect it. I wasn't collecting them at the time, so I missed out on that. But I've got these 3, which I really like. I love them. I like how they've got their sidekicks with them as well. I have 4 of the 7 Dwarfs. Just a little bit with these. Again, I think I had like one of them and I thought I'm not going to collect them. And then we went to the pin collecting wall in Disney Springs, which is great, by the way. And I think I saw 2 of the Dwarfs on there and I thought, well, that seals the deal. You can only trade 2 pins at one time on the Disney trading wall, and thought, well, clearly the stars are aligning. I'm supposed to collect them. So I have Sneezy. Oh, this is a test of my remembering names. Bashful, I think. Dopey, of course, who's tanned in comparison to the others. And Grumpy. Those 4. So I need 3 more. And my last set of pins, probably one of the cooler sets I have, are the signatures of the Fab 5. How many are there to collect? Does it say? Probably not. But I have Donald Duck. How cool are these? I have Goofy. I have Minnie Mouse. And thankfully, I have Mickey Mouse as well. Again, I'm not sure if Daisy, Pluto, Chip and Dale have them as either. But next time I go back, I will, of course, be looking out for them because they are great. So yeah, that is my pin collection. As you can see, I've got quite a lot, and Most of these were done through trading, so I didn't have to spend an absolute fortune to get them. Just to clarify, if you do want to trade pins, you can go to eBay, but just please be sure that you read the reviews and make sure that you're getting them from a genuine eBay seller and somebody who's not going to just ship you fake pins, because people do that, and that's how the market gets saturated with fake pins, and then you get penalised for trading bad pins. Obviously, you're not allowed to trade fake pins. So I do really recommend you do your research before you just buy any old pins online, but you can buy genuine pins on eBay, so don't be scared to buy them. Just double check. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please like, comment, and if you're feeling fancy, subscribe. We do put out new videos every week. Also, if you wanted to, we also have a Twitter and Instagram that you can follow as well. The links will be down below. Thanks for watching, guys, and see you next time. Bye.